warm-ups actually.
The warm-ups.
We're just thankful for all those questions, especially from our active Beyond Plus members, because I have to say that we had so many Beyond Plus members questions that I'm not sure if we will have time to answer all the public questions that we received. We'll try, we'll do our best, but once again, big thank you for Beyond Plus, for joining our BasketNews Plus community, being active on our WhatsApp group, being active on making questions for the URBONUS Q&A episodes, who are exclusively only for Beyond Plus members. If you didn't join the crew yet, you can do it on basketnews.com/plus to get those full Q&A episodes, to be included in the WhatsApp community as well, to discuss about basketball, about games, to ask some random questions, because we try to keep this direct communication. Also, there are some other extra features, including Augusta's video breakdowns or article analysis, and some other stuff that we will have even more in the further weeks and months. But yeah, thank you all. We have already over 100 Beyond Plus members, and if you didn't join us yet, we have some great offers right now, like 2 months for free on all starter, all-star, or GM subscription levels. And just before we start, I wanted to give a shout out to our GM subscriber, Paulius Tinteris, and also our all-star team, Hufvan, Kristers Pukitis, Gabrielius Serva, Audition 11, Luka Šučević, and Janut Georgescu. So to begin with the Beyond Plus members, let's start from Audrius. Hi guys, here are my questions. Can you I splitted some of these questions because Audrius, as always, he has a lot of questions. We will put some for the beginning, and then we will continue after answering other questions. So Audrius, can you take a look ahead to the FIBA World Cup and analyze who would be the top 4 teams?
I can't actually, because I don't know the rosters. It's always, the tournament like this always depends a lot on Team USA, what roster they're gonna bring. Usually Olympics is their focus, and as we saw in the last World Cup, they kind of had this experimental roster and they lost in the quarterfinals. So usually you want to put Team USA in the top 4, of course, but you don't know who's going to play. We do know that like Giannis, Luka, they declare that they want to play for the national team, and probably they should be there. So I would say Serbia and Greece have to be in the top 4. Doesn't matter what happened in the Eurobasket. It's a new story, new tournament. And then, I don't know. I mean, Spain are the European champions, but I still don't believe that they are that great. France, again, it depends on the roster. If it's something more like last year, then I don't know. But if they do add, for example, Joel Embiid and Nando De Colo decides to play and Nicola Batum decides to play, then maybe. But they're in the Olympics anyways. So maybe this World Cup is not that important for those veteran players. I think they might skip.
It depends. You know, for De Colo and for Batum, these are the last 2 summers with the national team. So maybe they can take everything from that experience.
But it's all about the Olympics, right? For French people, like the Olympics are in Paris. You want to have your strongest team in the Olympics. You're dreaming about Joel Embiid. I'm not sure about this World Cup, but they could be a top 4 team with the proper roster, of course. But Slovenia, again, when Luka is there, magic always happens.
If you're taking like the best possible roster,
Benny Tazel, who will not be in the EuroLeague next year from the current field, and who will be the new teams into the EuroLeague for the next season? Will there be 2 new teams to expand the field to at least 20 teams? And there was also a public question by Nemanja Vlatkovic, kind of the similar one. What do you think is the future of EuroLeague regarding Russian teams, potential teams from Dubai, London, Paris, and also probability of 2 permanent Serbian teams in EuroLeague?
I like that people are asking URBONUS podcast this question and not the EuroLeague, giving answers to us about this. It's March, and
the problem is that I think that EuroLeague also, they don't have any clue
that's
what kind of
what I'm saying,
pool of teams they're gonna have. But from what I hear, I would say my educated guess is that I have doubts on Dubai joining EuroLeague soon. I have big doubts about Russian teams joining the EuroLeague soon. I just know that
To me, this EuroLeague is like a mystery box.
the whole European basketball is mystery box.
Like, I mean, me and my girlfriend, we love Japanese stuff. So sometimes we order a mystery box from one of the Japanese stores, So they just send you a box with treats, but you don't know what kind of treats they put in there. Some of them you like, some of them you don't. You find some instant noodle ramens, you find some potato chips, Japanese candies and stuff like that. So that's EuroLeague.
Yeah.
You sort of know what you're gonna get, but not really.
It's not always tasty.
You might like some of those treats, some of those not that much. You would like to have 2 spicy ramens, but they're only going to give you 1.
Did you compare
EuroLeague make it a slogan?
I did.
Make it a slogan, EuroLeague. EuroLeague is like spicy ramen.
That's EuroLeague. Victor wants to know about the Rising Stars. Recently, Rising Stars candidates were announced by the EuroLeague. What would be your ideal starting 5? Let's say players born 1st of January 2000 and younger.
That's so hard. You don't have too many good young players getting minutes in EuroLeague.
Actually, I thought there are going to be less, but 1st of January made it of 2000. Made
it easy selection for Filip Petrushev.
Exactly.
That saved my top 5.
Nico Mannion, Rokas Jokubaitis, Gabriele Procida, Filip Petrushev, and
a follow-up question from Konstantinos. Hi, do you believe that Dwayne Bacon can be a part of a winning team? And you said that you're gonna interrupt this sentence and you will say no, and the question is answered. But yeah, let's continue.
Yeah.
Do you believe that Bacon can be a part of a winning team, and does he deserve part of the blame for Panathinaikos' shortcomings this season? He's shooting a terrible 38% from the field, and interested in defense, costed many games on bad decisions, and looks only interested in his numbers. Thank you, guys.
Okay, so I know we trashed Bacon here in this pod.
More than enough.
More than one time, definitely. But like, let's say, I don't think his play and his manners this season only depends on him. Like, I believe, is he a hard to coach? Absolutely. Does he have bad body language? Maybe he's not the best teammate. Probably yes. We don't know, but for at least for the body language part, you could definitely see that. But I believe that with the right coach, we would see a different version of Bacon, a little bit better version, and so like defending his performance this season and how he looks on the court, because it is really bad to watch how he's,
Oscar has a question about Jordi Bertomeu. What do you think about the time of Jordi as EuroLeague CEO, and what were the reasons for his departure? After some months, it's still not clear to me the causes of it. In my opinion, the strategic decisions of Bertomeu were good. Growth of the EuroLeague in stronger economies like Germany with Alba, Bayern, and France with plans for Paris and UK, London. Aim for economic sustainability, even if we are far from there now. Competition format changes. To me, right now, we have the best EuroLeague format so far. Priority of EuroLeague over FIBA competitions, which I see as normal if your goal is to make EuroLeague grow. On the other side, probably so many years as CEO takes a toll in the relationships with clubs, and just as a suggestion, Bertomeu has been giving interviews to several Spanish newspapers and even YouTube channels. It would be nice to have him interviewed by you guys, especially after the interview with Marshall Glickman.
Isn't that Jordi from his burner account?
Could be. Or
But what do you think? You're obviously more talking to EuroLeague people.
Of course, there was, let's say, I think we all had bad opinion about Jordi in the last few years. Tudor Minko or Minso. Hi guys, would you like to see more former NBA stars joining the EuroLeague? For example, like Isaiah Thomas, DeMarcus Cousins, Dwight Howard, or John Wall. Do you think they could make an impact and add value to the top teams?
Definitely.
Howard could
YouTube videos.
add value for the EuroLeague All-Star game 3-point shooting contest, for instance.
Did you see Rytis, the video from the
I
3
did.
points?
I did, yeah.
Great 3-point
He's just
contest.
having great time over there.
Yeah, Good for Dwight. I'm happy for him. He's always smiling. He's very positive. It's nice, and he's also getting like $1 million or more for this journey.
He has
the
to get
three-point
more
contest.
he has to get more for those.
Although he's getting
participations.
into some beefs.
I want to go through the public questions that we received, and actually we received some great question by Magis. Could you do a draft to select your 3-on-3 basketball team from current EuroLeague players?
Okay, so do we draft 3 or 4 players? Because they have 4 players.
Let's have a bench player.
Let's have a bench player.
Okay.
So we draft or do we?
We draft let's draft because we are gonna select the same players.
Okay. So how do we decide on the first draft pick? Do we do the rock paper scissors?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do the rock paper scissors.
Okay. Rock paper scissors.
I have the
Okay,
last pick.
Okay.
The first, I'm
The
saying.
first
I
pick.
have 3rd and 4th.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not so happy about my first
No,
pick.
come on. What? What?
I wish I was in his position because you
What?
can take 2 players in a row.
Oh my god.
Just say the name, man.
But I will actually go with. Bill Clyburn.
Yeah, that would be my first pick.
Yeah.
That would be my first pick.
Okay. Mine as well.
I-
Why were you not so happy?
I'm
Because
thinking,
you will pick 2 players in a row, and it's huge.
Yeah, but I
In
wanted
this short
Will.
draft.
I wanted Will in a free.
I think we all wanted Will Clyburn. He would be a perfect player for the
All
free-
around great
free and
body,
free street basketball.
individually skilled player.
So still, when we're talking about skills, we also need size and physicality. I go with